I'd like to talk to you about a menace threatening humanity. It's happening right here, in our very homes, and corrupting the lives of our loved ones.
Maybe they're friendly.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Electronic Eggstra. This is going to be about the Sega Master System. And I'm going to leave most of the talking probably to my co-host Danny on this one. Hello, Danny.
Hello, everyone. All good?
Welcome back.
I know. Been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've missed the Saturn. You missed Wii Talk.
Yeah.
Or We Speak.
We Speak. To be fair, I would have had no input on We Speak whatsoever, apart from golf and bowling. Right. There you go. So, and Metroid probably.
Well, Paul and I didn't even get on to like the main stuff. We managed to stretch that out over 2 hours. Talking about
you just got stuck on Wii Sports or something, or
so Sega Master System.
Yes.
Sega's first Western console. So originally released as the Mark III in Japan in October 1985, which will make it 40 years old this year. It was later released in America in 1986, I think it was September, before coming to Europe in August 1987. There are no exact dates because dates weren't really kept back then for things like that. That's why there's no launch date official for the NES in Europe or the UK. But I'm very sure that the NES came out in 1987 in the UK, probably around July time, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So the Sega Master System, when it launched over here, it was not distributed by Sega. It was distributed by Mastertronics, who were later in 1989 purchased by Virgin. So it was then distributed by Virgin Mastertronics, as Sega did not handle their own distribution. Just like Nintendo, Nintendo started with Mattel in the UK. And in America, Tonka took over the distribution of the Sega Master System from Sega themselves in 1989. So there's a little bit of history there. The Sega Master System did in fact launch at £99.95, which is the equivalent of the Nintendo Switch without Mario Kart World in today's money, as something to compare it to.
It's a lot of money.
It was, yeah. So the original release that came out over here had 2 controllers and had the game card version of Hang On with it.
Yes.
So it did come with a game. And this is the thing. So the Sega Master System, the original version that came out in the West, was a black behemoth that had that little red thing on it with like all the little grids, like on the boxes. It also came with it had a cartridge port, but also had a game card port, as that was the backwards compatibility for the SG-1000, I believe, in Japan. Were the game cards?
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
So the Sega Master System then, it did reasonably well, considering it sold around 13 million units worldwide, which isn't to be sniffed at really, considering where games were at that point, especially with the market dominance of Nintendo as well in Japan and in America. Obviously, over here there was no such thing as a game console dominance, as we had a choice, a bevy really of home computers to choose from, in which we like to game on more than we did our game consoles. Game consoles never really took hold in the UK properly until the PlayStation, I would say. Despite the Mega Drive being quite popular, I still think that the PlayStation was the one that really popularized game consoles in this country, as it felt, a bit more like one of our things rather than some foreign toy that came over.
I understand that. Yeah.
You understand that, don't you?
I get that. I get that completely. Yeah.
The Sega Master System also had different games built into it during its life cycle as well. And those were, hold on, what were they? I had them written down now. bloody find it now.
Master
Where's my
System
notes?
Plus. It had Safari Hunt and Hang On.
Yes, and also it also had the snake, not the snake, the
Snail Maze. Yep.
snail maze. Alex Kidd came built in on the Sega Master System 2.
Yes. There was a
As
Sonic the
did
Hedgehog
Sonic
1
the
and 2
Hedgehog
version
1.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. So, Danny, your experience with the Sega Master System. Tell me your history, man.
Yeah. So I would have been nearly 5. So 1987. I remember playing out in the street. Summer holidays. Started raining. Went round a friend's house. I remember this. And he had this weird black thing that looked like a Knight Rider stuck underneath the telly. And I was like, "What is this?" And he started playing a computer game. It was the first video game I ever see in my life, and the first games console I ever played. And we played the Ninja, and that was in late '80s. Yeah, in late '87. That was. I was absolutely mesmerised by this thing. I've never seen anything like it before. We didn't have anything indoors. We just had the TV. I didn't even know this stuff existed. Bearing in mind I'm only 5 years old. So yeah, no, I think that was it for me really. I just went home back to mum and dad and said, look, I want a Sega, Sega Master System, not Sega as it was, and yeah, I wanted the Ninja on it. I kept going around this kid's house. We would become really good friends actually. We still talk. He had Enduro Racer, Thunderblade, World Soccer, Zillion. I think in about '88 he got Shinobi, and it was either '88 or '89 when I finally got my Master System Plus. And I got quite a few games of it as well, and that's how I started gaming. Um, yeah, do you know what? I still play it weekly. I absolutely love the thing. I've still got my NES that I got in 1991 or 2 off of someone that didn't want it anymore. And I got my Amiga in 1990, but the Master System is where it started for me, and I absolutely love it. I know you didn't have one, did you? You told me you didn't have one.
No, I didn't. No,
Yeah.
no. My first exposure to the Sega Master System came probably in 1987. I had played the NES previously at another
Yeah.
friend's house. I think that was in the summer. He literally just got it, and I think the Master System was about probably October because I think it was like after the new school term, and I was with like new school friends.
Yeah.
And I went back to one of their houses, and we played World Soccer. I think it was
Yeah.
World Soccer. It was
Yeah.
a
No, I
football
love that
game.
game.
It wasn't
Yeah.
very, it wasn't
Yeah.
very pretty, but it was quite good fun.
Yeah.
Then we played Transbot because I thought, oh,
Yes.
maybe this would be like Transformers. And then he
Mm.
slid the little card in and played that,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that was
Yeah.
weird because I was like, "Why have you got a big cartridge and now the little game card?" I was like, "What game cards have you got?" And he's like, "Oh, just this,
Yeah. No,
only this
I've
one."
lost a few over the years. I had quite a few. I've lost them. I've only got one left, and that is what have I got? Two. I've got Transport on card,
Hmm.
and I can't remember what else I had. I think it's the Western one, the cowboy one, the light gun game.
Oh, right, yeah, I had seen that one.
Oh, what is that? It's stuck in the machine now. I never take it out. It's just stuck in there because I've had it since I was a kid. But yeah, I think the colours blew me away. The sounds and the music. I think it was in your face, and I'd never seen a computer game before 1987, 88. So this to me was kind of at the age of 5, life changing. Really, it was like, what is this new toy? I need it. And like I said, I finally got one with quite a few games. So yeah, the love for this
Yeah.
system is absolutely amazing. I love it. So yeah.
Well, I had most of my friends had Master Systems. There was only one
Mm,
kid who also had a NES like me,
yeah.
um, and that was pretty much it for NES owners that I knew. So we would just swap games. No,
Mm,
there was another guy as well. So there's probably 3 of us, and we would swap games around. I hated doing that. I hate lending my things out. I do not
yeah.
like people playing with my stuff.
No.
So if anyone ever asked to borrow anything off me, no, sorry, that is not happening.
I'm
Uh,
still like it. I can't stand it. Outstanding.
I can't. But yeah, I used to play Master System way more at other people's houses than I did NES back in the
Yeah.
day. So there was another guy called Barry Rogers. His dad was Window
Harry
King.
Rogers. Yeah.
And I went to his house one day after school,
Mm.
and when I was there, I saw that he had the phaser gun. Was it the Master System's phaser gun?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's here somewhere in this pile of games next to me. But yeah, Light Phaser, Sega. Oh my god,
the light phaser or something. Yeah. So that
Sega.
one I saw he had
Yeah.
Operation Wolf, and Operation Wolf was a game I played in the arcades quite a bit.
Mm,
And so I was like, oh, let's play Operation Wolf. And he was like, oh, I don't like it. I was like, wait,
yeah.
why? How can you not like Operation Wolf? It's great.
Yeah.
So I used to go around his and play Operation Wolf, and he would just sit and not even
Mhm.
bother watching because he hated the game. I was like, I can't believe you got Operation Wolf and you're not playing it. It's
I
brilliant.
am
And even though I
like
like the
you.
Master System version,
I didn't know anyone with a NES. I knew one or two kids on the block that had a Nintendo. They wasn't popular at all. I mean, I always had this argument with people on Twitter and Blue Sky that, or anywhere in the forums back in the day, the Master System was much more popular in my neck of the woods. It was an insane number of kids my age had it. They kind of their older brothers had CPCs and C64s, etc., Spectrums, but my age gap, they kind of had the Master System, and really anyone else had a NES. I don't think I played Mario until about 89, 90, the original Mario. I dare say I probably might have played Goonies 2 before that, even, maybe. And Duck Hunt, obviously. There was just
yeah.
more kids with the Sega, or as we used to call
Yeah,
it, the
like I say,
Sega.
we're around my area, definitely there was more Master
Mm,
System owners. Like I
yeah.
said, there were three of us with the NES. Oh, and there was a
Mm,
Canadian boy who came to our school for a little while. He also
yeah.
had a NES, but we couldn't borrow games off of him, um,
Obvious
as they
reasons.
did not work. Yeah,
Yeah.
as he had a Canadian NES set up, and yeah. But I did eventually get the power base converter for the Mega Drive.
Yes. Yes.
Because I really wanted to play Phantasy Star. So, and this was
Oh,
when
I was.
after I'd already played Phantasy Star 2 on the Mega
Yeah.
Drive. So I thought I want to go back and play the original.
Yeah.
So I got a power base converter at my dad's so that I could play Phantasy Star, and I enjoyed that immensely. I ended up getting quite a few games for the Master System at my dad's house. But yeah, it was yeah, I have fond memories of the system. The
Yeah.
weird thing that I always found with it is that there was no start or pause button on the controllers. It was on the
No.
system,
Yeah.
which I always
Yeah.
found baffling as a kid because I was like, oh, I need to, when I'm playing with friends and it's like, oh, pause it, and I'm like, how? How do you pause
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's on the console. I was like, oh my NES, you press start in your hand. You don't have to get up. It's,
Yeah. No,
it's like,
it's quite a pain in the ass.
yeah,
But it's just something you got used to, really. I didn't know any better because, like I said, I didn't have a NES.
yeah,
I had played by that time. I played Amiga, and you just had to press the P button or spacebar or something. You know, to pause anything. So
mm,
I was kind of used to that. But I mean, I don't think that didn't put me off. Put it that way. Even later on in life, I kind of think I look at the Master System controller and think, "This you sexy beast!" Like, it's just amazing. It just feels good. It looks good. It's shiny. It looks like a
see,
blackbird. Oh yes, I
I
love it.
much preferred playing Mega Drive controller with the Master System games on with the power
I
base.
know a lot of people that have done that. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
that do that.
it's
My
so
mate
much
still
better.
plays his Amiga with a Mega Drive controller. He always has done. I played Sensible Soccer on the Amiga with a Mega Drive controller.
Yeah, me
But I
too,
knew
with the six
kids.
button controller.
Yeah, yeah. I knew kids that used the Master System controller in the Amiga as well. Back in the days
Yeah,
when you
one of
can
my
just
friends
swap.
did
Yeah,
that
yeah,
with his Amiga. I remember going around and seeing him playing something with the Master System controller.
yeah,
And I was thinking, you can get a Mega Drive one, mate. It's better. Use that. But anyway, we're talking about the Master System. So the Sega Master
yep,
System, then that. So for you, you found that it was your gateway into gaming, whereas I
yeah.
went and well, I didn't actually. My gateway into gaming was Star Wars Arcade in 1983, followed by the ZX Spectrum at home. Then we got an Atari 2600 from a car boot sale. And then I got a NES. Oh no, we also had a BBC Micro in between that as well.
Mm.
As my dad was very proud of living in Cambridge, and obviously the BBC Micro and the ZX Spectrum were Cambridge-based companies. So yeah, he was very much like, we are only buying local. So he was not massively impressed when I wanted to buy a Japanese console. I was like, I really want this Japanese console, Dad.
Yeah.
It's got this
No,
plumber in it.
Going back to Phantasy Star, that was the first ever Japanese role playing game I'd ever seen and ever played, and that was quite early on in my life, really. I didn't know what the hell was going on when I first put that game in.
No, it's like any RPG, really. Like when
Yeah,
you're young and you kind of because you're used to the game being like you run left to right.
yeah,
That was games where you go up the screen
yeah. No,
and it
exactly. Yeah,
moves. Yeah. Whereas when you're playing this and there's like people standing around and buildings
yeah,
and things, and you're like, what do I do?
yeah.
How do I control this? Where do I go? And there's no direction in these RPGs
No,
either back in the day. It
no.
was just you if you didn't read what the person said, you
Mm.
missed where you're supposed to go. And
It's,
even then it was quite vague.
yeah. I mean, I just remember playing it, not knowing what to do. There was a lot of reading. That kind of got me into that kind of made me want to buy a NES so I could buy Zelda. And I did buy Zelda, and I absolutely loved it. And Fantasy Star, I think if it wasn't for that game, I wouldn't have moved on to all the RPGs on the Super Nintendo, which I absolutely love. So yeah, if it
Yeah,
wasn't
my
for that
my
game,
history with RPGs actually starts with Sega as well, but on the Mega Drive
mm,
it was Sword of a Million.
yes, yeah,
My dad and I played through that together. Um, And yeah, that got me into RPGs. So that was when
mm,
I saw that you could get these ones from Japan not Japan, from America imported, like Final
mm,
Fantasy 2 and things like that. So on the Super
yeah,
Nintendo. But anyway, Sega Master System. We were trying to
hmm,
avoid talking about it. Anyway, so I have so my story really for Sega Master System, how I got to play it way more often. My cousin really wanted a Nintendo for his birthday, and his mum asked me to come. His mum and dad, my uncle and my aunt, asked me to come with them to go and choose, like help them choose what to get him.
yeah,
Now I was thinking he's going to want to borrow games off me, and I already have a NES and I can play on that. I don't have a Master System. I would like to play on a Master System.
mm.
So I convinced his parents to get him a Sega Master System, which was by that point was the Master System 2. So this would have been about what 1990, and yeah,
91 did that come
oh
out? I think,
91
yeah.
then. So yeah, it must have
Mm,
been 91.
mm,
And yeah, I remember going with them to the shop, and I said, "Oh look, this one comes with a game built in." It
yeah,
was Alex Kidd in Miracle World,
yeah,
and I said, "Oh, and look, it also says you can get two games as well, for like less than £80. So you get the console with a game in and that." And I said, "But on the NES, you're paying £100, you're only getting one game, so
yeah,
it's not worthwhile, is it?" And they're like, "Oh no, that's true. It's much better value if we do this." So yeah, and they said, "Well, what game should we get?" And I remember playing the Ninja houses. "Oh, you should
mm,
get the Ninja. That's really good." And
hmm,
my uncle was really into martial arts and things like that, so
hmm,
he was like, "Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely get the Ninja." And I remember seeing a video of Castle of Illusion on the Master System, and I
mm.
thought I'd really like to play that. So I said, "Oh, and I think you'll really like Castle of Illusion as well." So my aunt and uncle bought the Sega Master System 2 with those two games and Alex Kidd built in. On his birthday, he cried, was
Why?
absolutely
Why?
devastated because he had his heart set on a Nintendo.
Mm,
And yeah, he and they were like, well, we're not changing it. This is much better value. You're having this.
Yeah.
So he got stuck with this thing, which he didn't like. He never touched, all
Oh
because
dear.
I wanted to play on the Master System when I went over to their house.
Terrible. Have you told him this story before?
Yeah, I told him. I told him
Jesus Christ,
when we
man.
were adults. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he cry again?
No, he was quite angry actually at me.
To be fair, he's missed out. I mean, the Master System was brilliant, so that's his loss, isn't it? Throwing a strop, really.
Yeah,
Should be
he then
grateful.
got a NES for Christmas that same year. His birthday's in
Oh,
August, so he only had to wait
oh,
4 months. So he had both. But when I used to go over, I used to be like, "Let's play on the Master System." He'd be like, "Don't want to." But that was my only way of getting a Master System really at the time, because my mum wouldn't let me have more. Well, and my dad, 'cause my dad's no,
yeah.
it's just my mum at the time, would only let me have one console. So, and I chose the NES because I really liked Super Mario Brothers. So that's why I went with that one. And I really wanted Turtles when I saw that was coming as well. So that was another thing that I wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Sega Master System though did have some absolutely banging games though. And the
Yeah.
thing is as
No.
well, what is really surprising is that the UK or Europe got more games than America did.
Mm.
Like a large number of games more than
Huge,
America
huge,
did.
massive number.
Yeah,
It's
which
because
is
they
crazy to think
marketed
of.
it. They marketed it properly. It
Yeah,
was huge. The marketing for the Master System over here in Europe was massive. It was done
yeah.
correctly. As soon as Virgin got hold of it, that was it. It was on the TV posters. It was everywhere. So not the NES. They didn't do the NES correctly, but Master System, yeah, it was done
Well,
properly.
yeah. I mean, that was the thing, right? The NES wasn't really marketed very well at all
No,
in UK because it wasn't handled by Nintendo, was it? It was Mattel doing it,
it was
and they
Mattel.
treated it
Yeah.
like a toy,
Mm.
and just put it out, no release date or anything. I did write to Mattel to ask if they had the dates for it, and they said no, they don't hold that data anymore.
Strange.
Like because they said for any toys, we don't really know the dates prior to I think it was like 1995 or something.
Mm.
So, but yeah, so let's touch on some of the things that they did. So they did do some really cool arcade conversions, which weren't actually bad. I remember playing Afterburner
Yeah.
on the Master System and
Mm.
thinking, "My God, that looks insane."
Yeah. And
Because
it
it's
is.
another one that I
It's
loved
brilliant.
in the arcade. It is. It's a really good conversion.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed Outrun as well on the Master
Yeah.
System.
No, that's amazing. Yep. Yep.
There was Thunderblade, but that was much different, wasn't it, to the arcade
Yep.
version?
That's incredible, actually, for an 8-bit system, and that came out in 87 or 88, and I got it in 88, and you kind of go from the top-down elements, which is really frantic, to like a 3D flying through like a city kind of, and you get the missiles that drop down and hit the tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
For an 8-bit system, you still play. It looks incredible now, really. And it's fast as well. It's quite choppy, but it's fast. And I remember it blew my
Yeah.
mind back then. It blew my
The
mind. It was
one that
amazing.
really impressed me though was Chase HQ.
Yeah.
Again, I was a huge Chase HQ fan
Mm.
in the arcade, and I played this. So I got this as well with my power base converter,
Yeah.
so I could play this on the Mega Drive.
Mm.
And yeah, I played so many hours of Chase HQ Master System
Mm.
version, thinking that was the absolute dog's bollocks. But yeah, I'm a sucker for Chase HQ. If you release Chase HQ on anything, I'll buy it.
Mm.
So Hamster, please give us the arcade
It was
archive
Chase
version
HQ. Yeah.
of Chase HQ, please. That's all I want. I'll be
That
really
would be
happy.
nice. Would be nice.
Would be. I love Chase HQ. I really enjoyed Super Chase HQ, which was based off of Chase HQ 3 in
Mm.
the arcade on the
Yeah.
Super Nintendo. Thought that was really cool as well. But that was the first person one. It's quite cool. Well, not first person, but you're inside
Yeah.
the car, weren't you? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Sega
Shin-
Master System.
Shinobi. Talking
Yeah,
arcade
I was
conversion.
about to
Shinobi.
say
Yeah.
was
Mm.
that was going to be my next one was
Yeah.
Sega's first party lineup, and yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to mention that and Fantasy Zone as well,
Yes.
which I thought was absolutely terrific as a little shooter
Mm-hmm.
on the Master System. Obviously, none of these games looked as good as the Mega Drive as the arcade equivalents, but they still had the fundamental core gameplay,
Mm.
and that's what you wanted. And it did feel more like having the arcade at home right? Than the NES, which was basically more of a it was a home. The games were very much home console
Yeah,
games.
they were. Yeah, they were catered for. Yeah, the developers
Yeah,
just
they obviously they did
yeah.
have arcade ports, but that
Mm,
wasn't front and center with the console. Whereas on the
no.
Master System, it was very much front and center. Like with the original one, we got Hang On,
Yeah.
with the first release.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No.
I have played some. I do want to talk about some absolute
I was going to say
terrible games.
arcade conversions. I was going to say one that goes under the radar is Marble Madness. If you like that kind of thing, I do.
That was my first experience of Marble Madness. Actually, was the
On
Master
the
System
Master
version.
System, it's incredible.
Yeah,
I don't know how they did that. I still play it now. Don't get me wrong; it's nowhere near as good as the Amiga version, which is pretty much perfect. But for an 8-bit system with a directional pad and one button, it was amazing. I remember getting it for my birthday, probably 92, 93 or something like that. And by this time, I already had a Mega Drive and a SNES. But my mum used to buy me Master System games if she see them going cheap. I mean, they were still releasing Master System games well into 94, 95 over here, weren't they? And still advertising them in Argos and Dixon's and Index.
yeah, they were in stores longer than the NES were over here.
Oh, yeah, big time. Terminator 2, the arcade game, that was incredible on the Master System. I don't know how they did that. Again,
Yeah,
I bought that thinking it was for the light gun, and it wasn't, which was really disappointing. But it still plays
yeah,
well.
I remember playing Galaxy Force as well at a friend's
Mm,
house, and
mm,
that was really cool on Master System. That's another
yeah.
really good one. But my absolute favorite, other than Operation Morphin Chase HQ, was Double Dragon,
Oh, yes.
because I bought that on the NES, the original
Mm,
version, and
yeah,
I was devastated that it only had one player.
yeah.
And then I went to a friend's house, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to play do you want to play Double Dragon?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, what are you going to do then?" And he was like, "Well,
Mm.
play it with you." And I was like,
Two-player, yeah.
"What?" And then
Mm,
and I was like, "Oh my god, two-player Double Dragon! This is brilliant."
yeah.
Oh yeah, I had to wait for Double Dragon 2, The
Yeah.
Revenge. But yeah, I was blown away by that. The music was not as good as the NES version though. Which,
No, but it had some
but
issues,
at least it
collision
had
and
two-player.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
the first two-player game I ever played was Double Dragon on a Master System. First game I ever finished on my own and two-player was Double Dragon on Master System. So I've got a bit of a thing for that game. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about some really shit games on the Master System as
Yes.
well before we go on to
Mm,
like the really good stuff. So these are games I've been playing recently, just so that I could get to grips with the lesser known stuff on the Master
mm.
System. Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future 2 is right. I hated Back to the Future on the NES. Right, absolutely hated it. It
Yeah.
was utter garbage. But you could at least get through some of the levels.
Mm,
Back to the Future 2 is just you start in 2015 on your
mm.
hoverboard as Marty McFly. You've
Yeah.
got to avoid things, but then you've got to punch the people off the other Griff's gang off of their
Yeah.
hoverboards. But the collision detection just doesn't work.
Doesn't
Like,
exist.
yeah, and they hit you without you being able to get a hit on them, and then like miles away from
Yeah.
you. It's awful. It's so
There isn't a
unplayable.
good version of that game. I had it on Amiga as well. It was one of the first games I ever got on the Amiga. One of the first games I
Yeah,
loaded up, and it was as crap as the Master System game. So yeah, rubbish,
yeah. And
rubbish.
then I tried Back to the Future 3 to see how that was,
Oh no,
and that's so bad. Like the timing's off on that game.
that's the one on the horse, isn't it? You jump on
Yeah,
the
yeah. You
train. You have
see
to catch
your
up the
Emmett on
train.
the
Yep,
yeah,
yep, yeah. Crap.
and yeah, it's absolutely shocking because you got to rescue Clara, haven't you? From the but I
Mm.
don't know how anyone in the world ever gets past that because it's just not timed right. You jump and you don't quite make like the jump isn't quite right,
No,
even though you're timing it and you're trying to time it every time to hit whatever obstacles coming to you.
I think there's some asset recycling going on with that game as well because I believe that it's the same. The bad guys are the same from Indiana Jones and the Lost Crusade, and that
Are
also
they?
has a dodgy train level where you can't jump across from train to train.
I haven't
Yeah,
played that on the Master System.
yeah, it's terrible.
I do like the box art of Indiana Jones on the Master System, though. I think that is really good.
That is quite good, actually. Yeah,
Yeah. Another one that I played, which I thought was absolutely god awful, was oh god, what was it? I had it written down here. It was The Lucky Dime Caper starring Donald Duck.
Oh God.
I played that. I thinking that it might be like Castle of Illusion level of good on the Master System.
Your people like that game.
They do, but I don't understand why.
I don't
It's
mind it.
really like it's like the platforming. So you go up, like you jump up those trees and things, right?
Mm,
And so you can change the levels and stuff.
yeah,
But when you come down, you have no idea what you're going down on.
no.
So you just hit something randomly, and you're, well, how was I supposed to know there was something there?
That game sold extremely well,
I bet it did. I bet it did because
and
it
it
was
just
a
sold in a
Disney game.
double pack as well, like a Disney double pack,
Yeah.
if I
And the
remember
other one
rightly.
was the third Mickey Mouse game. I can't remember which one it was called. So it was Castle of Illusion, then there was
Land of Illusion.
Land of Illusion, but then there was a third one where Mickey's like in a storybook style, like book, like game. So
Yeah,
he's
what the
like
hell was
dressed up,
that?
and I couldn't get past. So it starts off. There's water, and you're walking along, and the enemies come at you, and you either avoid them or jump on them, right?
Mm,
Or throw some apples at them. And then you get to this bit. There's like a little ledge, and there's a chest on top, and there's a cat on the roof, and you can't progress from there. Like I can't figure it out. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? How can I not get up there, or how can I get further on because I have to go up
Oh,
to carry on
Legend
the
of
level?
Illusion.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very disappointing after the first two games were
Yeah, I played through
stunning.
I
Yeah,
played through the first two back on my cousin's Master System.
yeah.
Well, I played the first one on his, and then I played the second one on
Mm,
my power base converter. But yeah, I couldn't figure this out. I was playing this recently, and
mm,
I just can't figure out how to get past that one bit, and it was so frustrating. I was like, tell me what to do. Like, please, I don't like, just give me some sort of clue as to what I'm meant to be doing here, because I clearly, as a 46-year-old man, cannot figure this out.
mm.
And if I can't figure
I,
it out at 46, who's played countless cartoon platformers over his
I'll,
lifetime,
I'll have to go
something's
back and
wrong
have
with
a
your
look.
game.
I'll
Go
have to go and
back,
have a look
because
because I can't
it's
remember it really. I just know the name. I can't remember what it looks like or anything.
it looks lovely. Like the graphics are really nice. Same with Castle and Land.
Yeah,
They're absolutely beautiful games.
it must have been a
But
late one. It must have been 94, 95, maybe.
or it might have been, no, it was definitely Legend of Illusion, because there was another one,
Oh,
Ultimate Challenge, but that
95.
didn't come out over here. But
95. No.
yeah,
Wow.
trying to think of some other ones which I
On Game
thought
Gear, though.
were,
Only come out on Game Gear in Europe.
yes, maybe that's where I
Came
saw that
out,
one.
came out in 98 on the Master System in Brazil. There you go.
So there was one of the another game I loved in the arcade. I forgot about this one to mention, was the New Zealand Story.
It's amazing on the Master System.
And yeah,
It's brilliant.
I remember playing that one again. That was at my Barry Rogers' house.
Yeah.
He somehow bought the Taito games and didn't know what they were.
Mm.
I was like an arcade kid at the time. I was like,
Yeah.
"This is amazing. Why aren't you playing this as well?" Yeah.
No,
But
it's a brilliant game. It's another one that people don't talk about much.
yeah, I think it's slightly better than the NES version,
Yeah.
but only just. But they're both very, very good home conversions.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, if you look at the ratio between NES and Master System kind of arcade games, the NES really didn't match up to it, in my opinion. And it had some brilliant games, arcade
Mm.
games. But
I am
early
saving
Master
one of
System,
the arcade
yeah.
games ports to when we talk about my favorite games, because that is my absolute favorite Master System game when we get to that. So for anyone listening who's thinking, why hasn't he mentioned this game yet? I'm going to mention it. Don't worry.
Oh, there's loads I could be talking about right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can do that. Good.
Yeah. But another one that I played recently was the Master System version of Bart versus the Space Mutants for which
Yeah,
was
no, it's
that's so much worse than the NES version.
it's
And the NES version is just opaque as fuck, right? And you don't know what you're doing. You don't realize it's a bloody adventure game when you're playing that for the first time as a kid. But then I played it on the Master System at a friend's house because he saw the NES version that I had, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I need to play that." And I was like, "Okay, good luck. It's crap." But then he bought the Master System. I went round to play it at his, and I was like, "Oh God, this is worse." Like, there's got the hit detection problem that a lot of these games seem to have, or it may just be code timings not being correct when converting to a PAL. A speed ratio or something because it's just not right, it
I
just
had it on
felt
NES.
so wrong.
I had it on Amiga. I never bothered with the Master System one.
I
Just
wouldn't.
no. I mean, I didn't like the original game anyway. Like I said, it was confusing. You know, the X-ray specs and the aliens on top of everyone's heads and stuff and things like that. And just
Yeah,
wasn't really my thing. But yeah.
because all they had to do really say Sega were for the Simpsons would be just to make a platformer or
Mm.
a brawler,
Which they
that's
did
all
though, didn't there?
which
Was
they did
another
in the
Simpsons game.
arcade.
Yeah, yeah. I thought
But
there was another
yeah,
Simpsons game on Master System.
it was
Sure.
Bart versus the World, which was
That's it.
the second game, and NES also
Mm.
had that as well. I haven't played that one on my system, so I don't know how about it, but I did play it on NES because I got it as like a double pack on the
Yeah.
NES. I did not enjoy it. Yeah, I went.
Mm.
My mum. So this is how I got loads of NES games. Was my mum won a competition at a shop, like a toy shop,
Yeah.
and we got to choose. I think it was like £500 worth of stuff.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, so I just grabbed loads of NES games, loads of board games. My brother and sister got like action figures and stuff because they were still into that.
Yeah.
I think my sister got mostly Polly Pocket things, and my brother might have got Mighty Max or something.
Yeah. Mighty
And
Max.
I just grabbed loads of these NES games, which included a lot of duffers because they did them back in the day of like having 4 games in like some cellophane.
Yeah.
And then some with 2 games in cellophane. So you'd have so I ended up because they had Turtles, the arcade game 2, and God, what was it? Blaster Master, and then 2 other games. And I can't remember what the fourth game was, but one of the games was Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, and that is so bad, so
Yeah,
bad.
I have played that. I have played that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
so
if it's
bad.
crap.
Yeah, and
Crap.
also, which isn't this isn't also this is also a NES game as well, but it was Star Wars as well. Is that shit on the Master System, just like the NES game is shit.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Yeah,
I own
that
it.
got
I
good
think
reviews though.
did it?
I couldn't believe that. Yeah, I was like, how has this got good reviews? It's awful.
The only decent Star Wars game I played back then would probably be the arcade home version on the Amiga, which was incredible. But any other Star Wars game I played before, Super Star Wars on a SNES was crap. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
didn't like any of them. Just the arcade one, which I still play. So,
One thing I want to get onto quickly as well, just because we were talking about the Simpsons games. So for Acclaim to get around, so they had a contract where they couldn't release games under the Acclaim name
no, they had
for
to see.
Sega, so they
Yeah,
had to create Flying Edge to
that's
release
it.
games on Sega platforms,
Mm.
which is hilarious. That only lasted, I think, until about 92 or 93,
Yes, because
and
there
then
are
they
some
went,
acclaimed games with the
yeah,
logo on the Master System. Populous, I
yeah.
think, may have been one of them.
Yeah, so it's one of
Mm.
those things they had an exclusive thing for X amount of years, so
Yeah.
they had to create a new brand to be able to actually release games on the Master System, and they did do it mostly because of Europe. the main reason they were doing the games, because Europe actually had quite a good install base, as well as people buying games for the system. You know, because I'm pretty sure Mortal Kombat 2 was, because they did, the first one was released under Arena Entertainment,
Was
which was
Probe and Arena. Yeah.
So Arena were the ones who they handled like the fighting stuff on the Sega platforms.
Yeah.
And then they just were like acclaimed by the time Mortal Kombat 2 came out.
Yeah. Terminator 2, the arcade game, was Arena and Probe. I think Terminator 1, we'll get onto Terminator 1 on the Master System. That was Probe. That was definitely Probe. Yeah, so...
Yeah. So should
Imagine
we go through...
making another company just to release games.
On the NES they did as well, right? Because you could only release 5 games a year on the NES. So to get around that, Konami created Palsoft in Europe.
Yes.
And in America it was Ultra Games. And
Yeah.
Acclaim bought LJN, so they published through LJN worldwide to get around that. So it's mad that you had to create new companies just to release
Amazing.
games.
I mean, imagine doing that these days. It's just...
Yeah. And this was all Nintendo.
Mm.
Like Nintendo doing this, they were the ones pushing this and saying, "Oh, like you can't do this," which caused this to happen.
I think
But
they loosened up a bit, didn't they, on the Super Nintendo front?
Oh yeah, they did, absolutely. Yeah,
massively.
yeah,
They had to, didn't they? They had to.
yeah. But not enough to stop people running away when they got another offer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, do we want to start talking about the games that we loved on the system? I'm going to let you just go on this one for a bit, and then I'll pipe up with.
Okay, so everyone grab a cup of tea. It could be here about 5 hours. I'll try not to go on and on. So if I do go on and on, just whiz forward or scream at your Alexa and tell me to shut up. I spoke about Marble Madness and Thunderblade, but I think we need to talk about Master of Darkness as well. We'll start with Master of Darkness, I think. Now, we spoke about this, didn't we, Chris? You played it the other day again?
I played it again the other day, yeah. But I did play that one on my Mega Drive with the yeah.
I mean, I've finished that game 5 times this year already because I just like playing it. I know all the jumps. So basically, it's a Castlevania type game. I could have just used a nickname there, couldn't I? But I'm not going to. And it's set in London, and you are a guy that looks like Sherlock Holmes, and you're basically trying to go after Dracula. Am I right there, Chris? I think I am. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going after Count Dracula. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But it's got some quirky dialogue in as well. So some of the bosses are quite cool. I think Jack the Ripper is one of the bosses, isn't he?
Jack the Ripper's he's the final boss.
That's it. Yeah.
Because it turns out Dracula's dead.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So some of the dialogue is absolutely brilliant. When I first played it years ago, I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and I think I played it around the same time as Super Castlevania 4 came out, which, I'm not even going to compare. But what I will say is that it's on its own in 8-bit terms. I think it's better than Castlevania. That's a big shout. It's brilliant. If anyone's got an emulator or they can get hold of a copy, they've got a Master System, go and buy it or play Master of Darkness. It's amazing.
Oh, Dracula is the final boss, isn't he?
It is, yeah.
Because because that's it. In London, he's the one doing the killings, but so you're playing Dr. Ferdinand Social.
That's it.
The character, yeah. Sorry, this is all coming back to me now. I'm reading the scroll in my head. You know the opening scroll of the game?
Yeah,
I have a photographic memory, so I can recall this sort of stuff. And it's not photographic. There's another condition that's called, I can't remember. But anyway, which is ironic that I can't remember the name of the condition that I have, which is about memory. And so it's your Dr. Social and Ferdinand. So Dr. Ferdinand Social. You are.
Ferdinand.
So you think that the murders in London are being done by Dracula. So you go through you're in the Thames, then you go to Madame Tussauds, but it's not called Madame Tussauds.
It's like a waxwork type
wax
thing, isn't
place,
it?
yeah. But it is Madame Tussauds. And then you go to a cemetery, and then at the end of the cemetery level, it's where you fight Jack the Ripper, isn't it? And you find out that he's the one who's been doing murders in London. So that's how it is. And then you go through, and then you go to, I think there's a laboratory level, and then you go through the castle in Transylvania, and then you actually fight
and
Dracula finally.
Dracula,
But it turns out that Dracula's been pulling the strings and creating these serial killers. Because there are other serial killers as well in it. But Jack the Ripper is the first one. That's it. It's all coming back to me now. But I only played through the first couple of levels the other day. Absolutely amazing time with it still. It's really good. It's absolutely
Nobody
brilliant.
ever talks about it either. It's never spoken about.
No, and it has a better difficulty curve than the original Castlevania on the NES.
I think so too. Definitely, yeah. There's a bit more of a challenge there, but it isn't too over the top either. That makes sense.
No, I think you can get through it, and there's no cheap deaths with like the Medusa heads and things.
No,
because in Castlevania you could do a jump and then they just appear and knock you off. Yeah. Oh Christ, there's none of that in Master of Darkness.
No, I think it's quite structured, isn't it? You kind of work your way up different levels, and there's different jumps and things like that. Just if you've never played it,
I still have this on my 3DS as well, because I bought that as soon as it came, because it came out on Game Gear as well. So it was on the 3DS eShop for a while.
I didn't know that, because I would have just bought it if I known that.
Yeah, it's not as good on the Game Gear, I don't think, as the Master System. The screen size is a problem with it. I would say. People may disagree, which is fine, but I do feel that the best version is the Master System version. But like I say, I was a big Castlevania fan, and I was reading Mega magazine, and someone wrote in talking about they'd love to have Master of Darkness made, or like a new one made for Mega Drive, and because we haven't got Castlevania, is what the letter thing was saying in Mega magazine. And I remember thinking, oh, Master of Darkness, what's that? So yeah, I went and hunted high and low for that when I was about 13, and finally found a copy for I think like £5 or something from a second-hand shop. Got it back to my dad's, played it on the Power Base, and I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
absolutely
completely
love
under the
it.
radar. Under the radar. No one talks about it. It's unfortunately it's because it's you can call it a Castlevania clone. People kind of ignore it. Plus, it's on the Sega Master System, which already it's already been hindered because the erasure of the Master System from fucking history continues, doesn't it? That's another subject we can get onto one day, maybe.
I will say as well, though, that it is a better looking game than the Castlevanias on the NES.
No, it is, yeah, 100%.
The sprite of Dr. Social is absolutely fantastic.
I just think that it's brilliant.
There's the background, the backdrops as well. Like so, especially when you buy the Thames, and when that's stunning. Like such a stunning.
It's amazing. Yeah, the sound's good in it as well.
Yeah, the music's really good. It's not as good as the Castlevania music, like nowhere near that, but it is really, really good for the Master System. Like probably the best soundtrack on the Master System. That doesn't make my ears bleed. And
there are others with very good music on the Master System. I was going to move.
I may not have played because I haven't played a lot of Master System games. I've played a good amount, but yeah, I've not experienced the full thing. Like I don't like the second Mickey Mouse music, but I like Castle of Illusions music on the Master System. But I think the second Land of Illusions music's really poor, and it sounds awful. But I don't know if that's a different team or not, because the Sega nearly made all these games themselves for a long time for the Master System. They were doing a lot of it. So I can let you carry on with games that you liked actually. So
I was going to move on to Castle of Illusion and Land of Illusion. I won't go too much into it, but if you have played World of Illusion on the Mega Drive and Castle of Illusion on the Mega Drive, definitely go back and play Master System versions of those games.
Yeah, because they're not the same games.
They're different. They're different.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah.
Land of Illusion is completely different to World of Illusion, and it works. It's amazing. Castle of Illusion is kind of like it's a bit of a backward step, but it's done in a way that kind of utilizes what the Master System has. It's a fucking brilliant game. If you had a Master System, chances are that you probably ended up with Castle of Illusion anyway. So, I mean, the music's a bit in your ears, but the actual gameplay and everything, and the way it looks, and it, it's brilliant. Go and play it. What else am I going to say? Oh, the Terminator. Everyone should play the Terminator on the Master System. That is wizardry. That's just my opinion. Yeah. It looks good as well. It's wizardry. I don't know how they did this. It's not the Mega CD version or the Mega Drive version, but it's in its own world. It just looks amazing. It sounds amazing, and it works. It's hard as nails, but it's good. Definitely give it a go. I think it got decent scores as well, if I remember correctly. Very good scores, if I remember correctly.
I'm just watching a video while you're talking. It looks brilliant on the
Oh,
Master
they gave it 95% in CVG and 90% in one of the Sega magazines, and I think Games Master gave it 90-something% as well. It's absolutely astonishing. Yeah, again, because it's a licensed game and it's been on other systems, everyone ignores it, you see. But it got higher scores in the other in the 16-bit versions. So, yeah.
It's another game that didn't come out anywhere other than Europe as well.
UK, Germany, Denmark, that type of thing. Yeah, no. If you like the Terminator, but you're not too sure on the Master System, and you've played the Mega Drive version, the Mega CD version of the Terminator, forget them. They look good. Yeah, playing a Master System game, there's a reason why it got such high scores.
You see, the reason I never played that was because I played the NES version of Terminator 2. And the NES version of Terminator 2 is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, no, it's not very...
T2, the arcade game.
Terminator no, but Terminator 2 on the SNES is awful. I had it from new. I don't know why Dad bought it for me. Because I like Terminator 2 probably. It's crap. But then again, the T2 arcade game on the Master System is very good as well. Very good. It was made by Probe, the guys that managed to fit Mortal Kombat onto the Master System somehow and make it work.
Who later went on to do Alien Trilogy and...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. They made some very good games.
They knew how to do licensed games, didn't they?
Oh, definitely, yeah. They were probably one of the only... I mean, I'm not going to talk about US Gold and what they did and stuff like that, because it was just a lot of it was crap, wasn't it? But they did some brilliant games. But yes, definitely Terminator 1 on the Master System. If you're a fan of Terminator, go and play it 100%. Choplifter, you have to play Choplifter on the Master System. That is quite special. I'm sure that's another one that got absolutely amazing scores for it. It's not arcade perfect, and it's not like is it the NES or the Amiga version? Can't remember. Anyway, just go and play Choplifter on the Master System. It's absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look. What else did I made some notes, and I've got hundreds and hundreds. Alex the Kid. Alex.
Did you just call him Alex the Kid?
Yes,
everyone called him Alex the Kid.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Alex the Kid on the Sega. Right. So everybody knows about Miracle World, which is a great game. But I think it's good. I like it. I mean, the Jenga thing, the rock, paper, scissors.
See, that's the thing that annoys me, right? You get through this fun level.
No, and then it's randomized.
Yeah, and it's randomized, and this how are you supposed to beat that? Well,
Well, you couldn't. It was what the machine was doing on the day. I don't think there was a way of doing it at all. Right? I mean, I've only ever finished it once or twice, and it just got on my nerves really. The only reason that it would honestly gain popularity way after it was released because it was built into the Master System 2, which a lot of people went out and bought.
Yeah, I think that's how I played it. Was when my cousin had it and his one that I'd forced him to get.
So
I played that and I was like, "Oh my god, this is shit."
I mean, it's not exactly. I mean, it looks good. It's not Mario.
It looks lovely. It's absolutely lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good, but it's not. Yeah. So Alex Kidd did have a very good game on the Master System called Alex Kidd in Shinobi World.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. That's one of my games.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's absolutely brilliant.
yeah. It's. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'll let you talk about that, and
No,
I'll
no,
move
you
on.
go for it. You go for it.
So,
You
if
probably got
you've
more
ever
experience than
played, if you've ever played Shinobi in the arcade or any other system, or like a lot of people on the Master System, it's it's a solid game. It's quite slow moving. Everybody knows what Shinobi looks like. So basically, what they did, they kind of transplanted everything from Shinobi Master System into a different car and put Alex Kidd as the main kind of protagonist, the main character. And to make the game better, all they had to do was speed the music up and make Alex Kidd look like he's on acid. And just make him dart around the screen on fire and and fight a load of ninjas.
one of the things
And it
I really
works.
liked about this game
It
was
works.
the wall-to-wall jumping that you did.
Yes, yeah. That was
Because
stunning.
I hadn't seen that before in a
Yeah,
game at that time. So when was that released? Like 89, 90, something like that?
89, I think Shinobi World come out, or 90
Um,
maybe. Yeah.
yeah, and I hadn't played a game where you did wall jump.
No,
And
no,
I was like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" Because I remember standing there and thinking, "Where am I supposed to go?"
mm.
And then I just jumped, and then did another jump, and I was like, "Oh my god, you can do
If
wall-to-wall jump!
only
Brilliant!"
Edge used that in Super Metroid.
Yeah, rather than
Yeah.
the spin jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And not only
you
that, you could
got it
spin
right.
around, couldn't you, on ladders and stuff, and fly off into the enemies and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, because you could turn into a fireball, couldn't you? You could like
That's it.
turn
Yeah,
literally
that's it.
into a
Yeah,
fireball.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
it is a. If you've never played it, and you're interested in Alex Kidd and Shinobi, it's one of the first ever games I can remember where they actually merged or crossed two games in with each other, actually, as well.
yeah, because I
Um,
liked Shinobi a lot in the arcade,
mm,
and I really liked Shinobi 3 on the Mega Drive. And
mm,
like I say, I only played Alex Kidd and Shinobi World through the power-based converter,
yeah,
just because it had Shinobi in it, and I thought, I wonder if that would be like the Shinobi games. And then I bought it,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, this is actually really cool.
It is good.
Because I thought I was going to get burned because of Miracle World, but no, I really, really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, they kept the music
So
as
much
well.
so, I did buy it on my Wii Virtual Console as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't even know it was available when there. So, um, it's something that's lost to time now, probably. But yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know that was available. But if you can, people, go and buy it. It's brilliant. Time Soldiers. I'm going to move on to Time Soldiers. Did you manage to play that, Chris?
I did, and then I realised I've played this in the arcade. This,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, because it's an SNK game in the arcade, isn't it?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah,
SNK did
yeah,
the
it's
original.
really good. It's a cool version actually.
It is good.
I don't like it as much as I like Akari Warriors NES, but it is really good. I really enjoyed my
Mm.
time with it the other day.
It's more fun when it's two player.
Yeah, I can
Obviously, you
imagine
get
what's
to
good
travel
there.
back through time, and that's randomized as well. Those levels are completely randomized. So if you go from caveman kind of prehistoric era, you can play one session, you'll end up in World War Two. But if you turn the system off and put it on again and manage to do prehistoric era, you can end up in ancient Rome.
Yeah, I ended up in ancient Rome, and then I found it
Ah,
really weird that there were like these floaty head things shooting fire at me.
I think that was meant to be like Medusa or something, because the final boss in that
So
level
that
was
should
like a
be
big
Greek.
fat Medusa. It's Greek, Rome. It says Rome, but it was all Greek.
It does say Rome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was definitely Greek. But yeah,
yeah.
maybe it's just a kind of they got confused and just thought, sod it. We'll just have Roman and Greek stuff together just to make it look good.
But I
Two
did really
player.
enjoy that. It was actually a really,
Mm,
really fun game, Time Soldier. Like I said, I had played that years ago in the arcade, so I
mm.
didn't realise it was the same game until I started playing it, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I've played this."
yeah, no, it's.
Yeah, obviously it's not as good as the arcade, but it is a really fun conversion of that game.
I know it's. I mean, you get different weapons, missiles, and like a flamethrower type thing. But the actual gun that you start with, it just are they bullets or rocks? I don't know. They move
Well,
so slow. But
the prehistoric people are shooting stuff at you,
yeah,
and they are not rocks. And then
no.
you've got those because you've got the Triceratops charge at you as well, and they're
No, that's
firing
it.
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, what the hell is going on in this? How have they got technology?
And the World War II as well. You end up fighting this huge German tank with about 5 million guns on it. It's bigger than the screen. I mean, the Nazis did invent some weird and wonderful things, didn't they? Maybe they got the inspiration from there. But ancient Rome with the big mermaid Medusa type thing that looked Greek. And of course, you had to. The final boss was that huge robot thing that was capturing all the time soldiers.
I never got that far in the arcade.
And that was
Vegna,
I think
really
his name was.
In one player, really hard. You definitely need two players, I think.
Oh no, you do. You can only finish it with two players. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
It's a very hard game.
It's like Ikari Warriors. Because Ikari Warriors is really hard single player, but you do two players and you can breeze through it.
Yeah, no, I had that on the Amiga. We used to play that 2-player on the Amiga. I think Elite handled that conversion. I'm sure of it. Yes, they did.
I'm pretty sure it was Tosei on the NES.
This was Elite on the Amiga, like most things. Elite actually did some pretty good games, to be fair with you.
I quite like their Super Nintendo version of Dragon's Lair. It was nothing like Dragon's Lair, obviously, because SNES could not do Laserdisc style graphics.
Yeah.
But it was a really fun action platformer.
Yeah, and it looked good as well.
Oh, it looked amazing. Like the animation was so good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. And I really like Dr. Franklin on the Game Boy from Elite. The soundtrack is just phenomenal.
Yeah. We'll have to do an episode on like Elite or something at some point, because I
think that was it.
Oh. Probe. We'll do Probe then. Acclaim. Yeah. There you go.
So, I did play another good Probe game the other day, actually, which I was not expecting at all. And that was The Flash on Master System.
Ooh, yeah. I've never owned it. It's one of the games that I went for full collection 15, 20 years ago, maybe longer. I got close. I was about 50 off. The Flash was one of the ones I couldn't find.
Oh man, have you not played it?
I've never played it. I've emulated it. It's probably is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. So he is really fast as the Flash, so it's really quick. So you've got to be able to your reflexes to get through it, which as I get older, I'm finding harder to do. But it is a fantastic like side-scrolling game with the Flash. And it really does feel like the Flash. Yeah, like the visuals are lovely. Like it's Probe as well. So it's because when I booted it up the other day and it said Probe, and I was like, yeah, shit, Probe. And I started playing it and I was like, wow, this is really bloody good. I'm really enjoying this. Because I did buy the Flash on Game Boy because I was a big DC nerd as a kid. And I started playing that on the Game Boy and I thought, wow, this is, even though it's from I think it was from Probe as well. No, there's a different developer on the Game Boy, so it's probably it wasn't as good. But yeah, it was nothing like this version on the Master System, which is absolutely brilliant. And I just looked it up to see what its critical reception was, and I can only find one review, and it got 90%.
You got what, sir?
90%.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
You see, it's what I was saying earlier about
And again, it's another European only release.
Yeah, and by this time, some of the Master System were releasing games well into 93, 94, so people have had the Mega Drive for 3 or 4 years now. The SNES had been out a couple of years. People are starting to talk about, PlayStation, Jaguar, 32X. The Master System is in the back of people's minds, but because it's selling so well and so many people still own it, and the games are relatively cheap to make, etc., the games are still being made, and the likes of like Games Master and CVG, etc., they're still reviewing these games in 94, 95, and they're giving them high scores. And I remember reading about the Terminator and them saying, look, if you've still got this machine laying around, it's just been sitting there for a few years, you need to start buying some games on it, because some of them are really good. Ninja Gaiden is what I was going to talk about next, because that is phenomenal.
Yeah, I can join in on this one as well.
Yes, please.
So,
yeah.
As someone who I did buy the Ninja Gaiden game
Yeah.
when it came out on the NES, but it wasn't called that. It was Shadow Warriors over here.
Shadow Warriors, yeah.
Yeah, which is weird because only one person. It's like Shadow Warriors. It's like that's just Ryu here.
Yeah, maybe you was fighting Shadow Warriors. I never got
Yeah.
that either. I didn't get that.
Because you weren't. Thatcher said there was no word you can't speak about ninjas in this country. Thank you.
Oh, for
Hence
God's
why we
yeah.
got the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, didn't we?
Hero Turtles.
But yeah, so I absolutely adored Ninja Gaiden on the NES. Like absolutely adored it. I still do to this day. I love all three of those games. They are very hard, but I've got to confess, I think that the Master System version is the best version of Ninja Gaiden on the 8-bit console.
100%. It's absolutely incredible, and people don't
Yeah,
know what they're
it's not
missing.
the same game either. Like it's
No,
not the
it's
same game as the
not.
NES
It's
game. It's
not.
completely different. But it has some bits that are in like what's it called? It is called Shadow of the Ninja, isn't it? The NES game where you jump up and you can grab the platform, pull yourself up, and all that sort of stuff.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
it's got all that sort of stuff in it as well. It's really fast paced.
It's extremely fast.
It's not as fast as the Flash, but it is really quick.
Mm.
The sprite of Ryu's much better, I think, than the NES version. Like he's much
It's.
bigger. Yeah, he's better animated
I
and
mean,
stuff. Really cool.
it's one of the earliest games I remember where 8-bit games, especially, the leaves were moving in the wind in the background.
Mm.
They were blustering, and things
Yeah.
bluster past you like debris, and his scarf is blowing in the wind when you stand there, and when you run, it moves faster. And that sounds really stupid to some people, but they couldn't even hack some of that stuff on the Mega Drive. I don't know how they did this on the Master System.
But it was Sega themselves, wasn't? No, it wasn't Sega, was it? It was Sims who were the developer
Sims
of
and Sega, I believe.
yeah, who did the Master System
Hmm.
port.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's still got like the anime style cutscene. Can't I say
Oh,
cutscene?
which
Yeah,
is
stills,
brilliant, and there's blood
which
in
are
it as well.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's an absolute masterpiece on the Master System.
No, it
And
is.
this is
It's
someone who
yeah.
adores the NES games. Like I adore them so much, but I absolutely love this one better. Like it's just better.
Again, it came
I'd
out
rather
in
play it with a NES
'92.
pad though than a Master System pad. Let me just say that.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I used to use I bought the control stick for the Master System, which ironically was the wrong way round. So the controller, the stick is in your left hand, the buttons are on the right.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Very strange. However, it works. People moan about it. It becomes a bit of a meme, but it works. Would I say that it's probably one of the best games on the Master System? Probably, if not the best. That's high. That's how high I rate it. That's
Well,
how
I'll
good it
go
is.
and give you what I think is the best Master System game before we
Yes.
carry it, because
Yep.
while we're throwing those sorts of statements out there,
Mm-hmm.
mine is R-Type on the Master System. This is the arcade version arcade
Yeah.
conversion I was talking about
Yeah.
earlier.
Okay, I forgot about
So
that. It's brilliant. Yeah.
I played so much of that in the arcade. There was at my local, I guess it was a youth club.
Yeah.
We had what's it called? Those cocktail cabinets, and it had
Mm.
R-Type in it. And I'd never seen an R-Type sit down cabinet before. I've only ever
I
seen
bet
a
that was
stand up one.
quite cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and it made it so much better to play it that way because you're looking down
Yeah.
on it, and it
Yes.
was brilliant. And then when I got the power based converter, that was the game I knew I wanted to get because I didn't have a Super Nintendo yet,
And it
there was
wasn't on
no
the
other.
Mega Drive.
Yeah,
So
and there was no
yeah.
other way. It wasn't on the NES either, so it was no other way for me to be able to play R-Type at home. And so I was like, right, I'm going to have to get this so I can play this.
Mm.
And I remember getting it home to my dad's and just probably played that whole weekend I was at his,
Yeah.
and just I just rinsed it so much. But it's still got the music. The visuals are lovely. It's got a little bit of slowdown, which is understandable considering how much goes on in there. But it is just an absolutely fantastic conversion of the arcade
Yes,
game.
it's amazing. It is amazing. Like you say, there is a bit of slowdown. There's the screen does flicker now and again. But at the time, and I can.
I'll tell you what though, there is less slowdown in that than there is in Super R-Type.
I was going to say that I had both at the same time, and I was so looking forward to the Super R-Type. I was a bit of an
me
R-Type
too.
fan as a kid, and I was so looking forward to it. And Dad got it for me. Oh God, I was disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah,
disappointed. I would rather, and I did, play the Master System version when I wanted to play R-Type.
well,
So
because Super R-Type's based off of it's like a mix of R-Type 1 and 2, isn't it? So
yes,
it's
yeah.
not. But that doesn't excuse how bad the slowdown is in that game. I mean, it makes it easier. It does make it a lot easier, but it's like I don't know. It's like playing with one of those flick books. Some of the times when you're playing it on the SNES,
Yeah, especially
whereas on
when
the
you're
Master
doing
System, it's much smoother.
you're doing your power beam on the SNES and you release it. Oh God, it almost breaks the system. It shouldn't
Yeah,
have been that bad, should it? It should have been incredible, actually, thinking about it.
yeah, but I think the clock speed on the SNES was really slow compared to because it was still using an older CPU, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they
So it should have,
they
but
still
yeah,
could have used some kind of wizardry to make it better because there were better games like
yeah.
that on the SNES.
But yeah, so R-Type for me is my favorite
Yeah.
of the Master System games. But then Ninja Gaiden, I would say, is definitely my second favorite.
Mm.
Like those two are just head and shoulders above anything else in the system. But they're just so playable now as well. Because there are some Master System games that I loved when I was younger, but I tried playing them recently, and I'm like, I can't play this. It's
No, they
horrible.
are bad. They are
But you could
bad.
give someone R-Type or Ninja Gaiden on the Master, they'd have a good time with it nowadays.
100%. 100%. The only reason that Ninja Gaiden was kind of missed is because it came out in 92, 93. So
Yeah.
by that time, everyone had a Mega Drive. No one was really interested in a game that was already on the NES and been and gone. It's a shame, really. Some of the games in the Master System lifespan, they came a bit too late, I think, for how
Yeah,
good they were.
yeah, but I think it was just because they did have an install base that they needed
Yeah,
to get games on, right? So they had to go to like Taito and Tecmo and ask them
yeah,
for the
yeah.
license, or IREM in the case of R-Type,
Mm.
and say, look, well, can we just use the license and make our own version of your games? They had to do that to get
Yeah.
content onto their platform, and it was probably cheaper than trying to like do their own from the ground up.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog games as well.
Yeah, it's going to get to them.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
So Sonic 1 is just I was trying to explain to people that if you haven't played the three Sonic games in 8-bit, then you haven't played Sonic. Now I'm going to anger a few people. I'm not saying they're better than the Mega Drive games. They are different to the Mega Drive games, and they work. They have their own music. They have their own stages. Their
Yeah,
own
because
kind of
the first
character
level,
design. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
because
sorry,
the
gone.
enemies are different as well. Like, I was going to
Yeah,
say, like the first level of Sonic 2 is not the first level of Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive because
yeah,
you're in like an underground sort of
that's it.
level, aren't you? In Sonic 2, and then Sonic 1 does start in Green Hill Zones, but
Yeah, Sonic One
it
starts
soon
in Green Hill
changes.
Zone, but it's different.
Yeah.
Sonic Two starts on the lava level with the mine cast, isn't it? If
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, that's the one.
that's
Yeah.
that's absolutely amazing. I love that.
Yeah, I think I haven't played any of the others other than those first two.
You haven't played Sonic
Um,
Chaos?
no, I haven't played that.
Oh my god! You
No.
need to log off in a minute and go and play it.
Yeah, because I've downloaded the ROM of that, so I will play that. But I did try and play some of the Sonic games on the Origins collection, but they're the Game
Mm.
Gear versions,
Yeah, I don't know. This is
and they're
oh, it
so
frustrates the shit out of me.
crap. Like the
It
screen,
frustrates the hell out of me.
yeah, like the screen doesn't work for that game.
What is the issue with Sega? And there's many issues with Sega. Um, what is their issue with the Master System? Apart from they might every couple of years bring out a pillow
Well, it just
or a pair of
wasn't.
trainers, or
It just wasn't successful at all in Japan, though, was it? And it wasn't called Master
but
System.
but they have a fan base in Europe that's huge.
Well, it's still being sold in Brazil to this day.
There you go. They have sitting there millions of pounds of revenue, and all they have to do is just say, look, Nintendo, put this on your virtual console. There's hundreds of Master System games. Nintendo won't do that.
The thing that they did on the Wii, because I bought loads of Master
Yes,
System
yeah.
but I would like it as a console on the Switch Online. I would like that.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll probably give us fucking Game Gear versions. Then
No, I
don't
can't
want the
stand
Game
it.
Gear versions. I want the Master System versions. But I think I'd love to like have a Master System Mini.
That would be superb. Yeah.
Yeah, if they could get the license to put R-Type and Ninja Gaiden on there, and make sure that they've got Master of Darkness and
Yeah.
Sonic 2. I haven't played Chaos, so I can't confirm.
You have to play Chaos. I'm going to say, for what they did with that game, and it's absolutely stunning. It's my favourite Sonic game. People are going to be shouting at me when they listen to this now. I don't really give a shit. It's my favourite Sonic game. Even I had Sonic 1, 2, and 3 on the Mega Drive as well. And I bought Sonic Chaos after Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. It's too short, but it's just out there on its own. The way Sonic looks and moves and the music, it's different. But yeah, I think it's amazing, and more people need to kind of realise that Sonic isn't just based on Sonic 1 and 2, Sonic CD. They need to look back onto the 8-bit systems and actually try Sonic 1, 2 and Sonic Chaos. Do not bother with the game, like you say, don't bother with the Game Gear games, just don't. Just play the 8-bit Sonic games, they're brilliant.
Are there any more of your favourites that you want to talk about as well?
The Ninja, first game I ever played.
I love that game.
Yeah. My God, is it hard? Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So hard. But it is good.
When people say, oh my God, I couldn't finish Dark Souls, and like, oh, just shut up and go and play the Ninja, please.
It is a tough game, but I do love it. But the thing about it is though, the thing that I found hilarious about it is the cover art, right? So it looks like
mate,
it looks like the ninja star is about to hit him in the face.
But that just sums up the game. Whoever the artist was thought, fuck it, I hate this game. I'm now going to make the cover art terrible.
Yeah. Because it should be a ninja, like it should be him like throwing. You should see him throwing the ninja star, but instead it looks like it's about to.
It looks like it's about to hit him in the face.
Yeah.
It's a really big ninja star as well. It looks like at the end of like some sort of saw blade or something. It's gonna. Yeah, the cover art unfortunately doesn't reflect the game, but the game is amazing. The music's brilliant. It's actually based off of
Ninja Princess.
That's it. Who was created by oh God.
Well, Riko Kodama did the visual.
That's it. Yeah, I was going to say that because I was actually thinking about her earlier because I did an interview with her and
yeah, I remember you saying
yeah. Sadly, she passed away and she did email me a couple of times saying hello, Danny, how is life and stuff like that. But yeah, the Ninja, absolutely brilliant. Go and play that game. The music's brilliant. It's rock hard. If you can make it past the waterlog level, then you deserve a medal.
I never got past that.
Right, you deserve a medal.
I never have. I said never.
No, it's rewarding when you do actually finish it, and I've only ever finished it a couple of times, and I remember screaming as a kid and as an adult because I finished it. Afterburner needs to be played on the Master System, as we spoke about. That's absolutely astonishing. Outrun, absolutely brilliant. Go on and on, really. Moonwalker, actually. Have you ever played Moonwalker?
On the Mega Drive and arcade, yeah. But
did you play the Master System one? Mm. It's kind of like a dumbed down, simple version of the Mega Drive game because the arcade game is completely different, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
completely different. Yeah. But it is good. It's good fun. That might be a
I
bit of.
love the Mega Drive version, so I should. But I just assumed it'd be the same game, so I didn't bother playing it.
Yeah. There are more, and they will come to my head. Obviously, you want to go for yours, and your Fantasy Zone, obviously, absolutely brilliant. I'm sure you're going to mention that.
Yeah, Fantasy Zone is one of like my favorite shooters from that period, outside of like R-Type and Gradius.
It has no right to look and be that good.
No,
Actually,
but I was going to say on the Master System, it's absolutely wonderful, and the colors on the Master System really
oh
pop
god,
with that game. It looks like a toy box. You know, it's
yeah,
all
no,
those
yeah,
colors.
yeah,
It's absolutely wonderful. It's got lovely music as well. That's one of the Master System games I was going to mention that has really good music.
yeah. No, it does.
And yeah, I love that game, and that's the one version I like going back to. If I'm not going to play the arcade version, obviously, if it's, I will go back and play the Master System version of Fantasy. So I think,
I prefer the Master System version, probably because it's what I'm used to.
yeah, I don't
It's,
know why I didn't enjoy it much on Mega Drive, but I
they
think
try too hard of it.
yeah, it wasn't the same for me.
No,
Whereas I think the Master System one's different enough to the arcade version,
yeah,
whereas the Mega Drive one's trying to be the arcade version, and it doesn't do it as well as the
that's it.
arcade
Yeah,
version.
that's a good way of putting
And
it. Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
problem. Whereas the
yeah,
Master System one is sort of living within those limits, creating it's
yeah,
still the same game fundamentally, but it's not as punishing as the arcade version. There's less enemies on screen at the time and all that
yeah,
sort of blah,
yeah.
those technical things. But it feels unique on the Master System, and that's why I like to play Fantasy. I'm going to play it. That's not the arcade version. It will
Yeah.
be, yeah. I'll play the Master System version. I think that's brilliant. I was, that further cemented for me when I bought both of them on Virtual Console on the Wii.
Yeah.
Back in like 2007, 2008, or whenever it was, and I played the Mega Drive version first, as good as I remember, and then I played the Master System, and I was like, that was brilliant fun. I really enjoyed my time just now,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, and I do, because I did buy Fantasy Zone on the Master System, played it at my dad's, and yeah, I really, really like that game. It's definitely one of my favorites of that system, and it's
Yes.
beautiful. I
No,
love
it looks absolutely amazing. The colours are just
yeah.
incredible, incredible. Any others? I mean, I've already.
Yeah, I've got some
I've
more.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got some more. I've already mentioned Operation Wolf, which I really enjoyed on my face gun.
Yes.
Another one that I really liked, which I doubt many people have played, is Laser Ghost.
Yeah. Brilliant. I had that on card.
Yeah,
No. Did I have that on card, or was that Ghost House?
that might have been Ghost House,
It
because
was Ghost
Laser
House.
Ghost there's another phaser gun one, but it's I think it was quite late. Well, not quite late. I think the arcade game came out in the Master System version was like 91, 92. And that's one that I played at a friend's house. And he didn't want to play it because he didn't like the fact that there was a young girl on the front cover of the box. He was like, "Oh, it just
What?
looks like he was like, oh, it looks pervy."
Oh.
And then I started playing it. And I was like, "This is brilliant. You should play this." Well, this wasn't Barry Rogers.
Wasn't Barry Rogers?
This might have been Barry Owens, I think.
Did you? How many
Who
people called Barry did you
I
know?
had 3 friends called Barry when I was growing up. 2 of them were spelled IE at the end, and one of them was spelled with a Y.
Oh,
So there's
that's
Barry Owens,
different.
Barry O'Neill, and Barry Rogers, who I grew up as friends with back then.
Barry
Yeah.
Burton.
I never became friends with him because
I had to
of
get
his
him
love
in
of a dill
once.
sandwich.
Yep.
Other games I've got on my list are oh my god, let me have a look at my list. There's something that you haven't mentioned. I'm going to scroll, find the games that you haven't
I've
mentioned.
still got
Obviously, Fantasy.
30 that.
We've
Sorry, go on.
spoken about Fantasy Star
We
already.
have.
That's
Yep,
another
yep.
one that I think is absolutely incredible. Oh my god, what was the other one? Oh yes, Ease. So the Ease series, which is something I still love to this day. Which is, so the first one was sort of remade on the Master System. It's not the
Yeah.
same as so it's called the Vanished Omen on the Master System, but in Europe it was just Ease.
Or
I just remember
YS as I knew it.
I called it
YS.
Wise at the time.
YS. I
Yeah,
just
I
called it
did not know it was called
YS.
Ease.
Yeah.
And yeah, I played that for the first time on my dad's Mega Drive because I read about Ease in Super Play.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's Wanderers of Ease they were talking about in that.
Mm.
And I remember seeing it in my dad's local Ritz video. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go down and see if it's still there. And it was, but it was for sale for £2. So I went and bought it and brought it home. And yeah, I played that. And these are really fun games. It's like fast-paced Zelda.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's another one that I really love. And Zillion, my last pick.
Yep. I was gonna. Yeah. Not the second one, just the first.
No, I haven't played the second one, but I have played
need.
the first one quite a lot. And this was one that this was after I played Super Metroid, and I loved Super Metroid. And and this was a guy that I went to college with, because I was talking about, oh, I really love Super Metroid back in the day, and he was like, "You ever played Zillion on the Master System?" I didn't really have access to it. I hadn't had power-based converter sort of thing. And yeah, so he said, "Oh, play Zillion," and I was like, "Okay." So yeah, I ended up like having to re-buy a power-based converter and a Mega Drive. Didn't have my own, so I went and bought that, and managed to get a copy of Zillion, and I absolutely fell in love with that because it's not quite Metroid, but it is kind of Metroidy.
No,
But
it's some of the art direction in that game is brilliant too.
yeah,
The sci-fi elements are amazing.
Yeah, and he was absolutely right that I would have
Yeah.
liked it. But the box art for it, I found to be
Just
hilarious. It's just
what
like a
is
computer
that?
screen.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'd never understood that, and I was like, "What is that
I
to do
thought
with
it
the
was a
game?"
microwave.
It does look like a microwave. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
no, I'm
does
being
look like a
serious. I
microwave.
mean, I had it on. Yeah, it's one of the first games I had.
But yeah, because it does feel very much like Sega's attempt to make Metroid, but not with the same gameplay as such, but definitely the same
It never made it to the Mega
aesthetic.
Drive, did it? In any shape or form,
No,
did it?
no, I don't think Zillion's ever been resurrected after the sequel.
Very strange.
Yeah,
Because there's potential there.
but I love the fact that he carries his gun is the phaser.
Yeah,
Is
no,
like
that's cool. Yeah, yeah,
that is a really cool
yeah.
nod. It's kind of like Captain N having the zapper. It's like
Yeah,
that's sort of
that's
cool.
it.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Zillion
one of the
One
things I
is
loved.
the it's got the levels on a motorbike, isn't it? Or is that
Oh, I don't
Zillion
remember.
Two?
That might be Zillion too. I can't remember that, so it might be. I don't know. I can't remember. I
Oh,
think I'd remember that.
I might have to go and play it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, those are really the games for me. Oh no, one more. Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap.
Yes.
Now that is a fucking video game.
Mm-hmm.
That is one I have bought every release of that that's
It's
ever
another one
happened for that
people don't
system.
ever mention.
But it's so good.
Doesn't get a
And
mention.
didn't they do a remake of it recently?
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
not recently, but in the last
but
10
it's
years or so.
yeah, I bought it on Switch. I bought the limited edition one when I was like that. I'm not like that anymore. I don't do things like that anymore. That was just stupid. I don't know if it was limited run games or something like that that did it. I can't remember. It lost its charm. Put it that way.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I did buy it on
Hmm.
PS4, I think, and I did enjoy it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't as good as the original for me. But you could then switch to the original in the remake, so you could just play through the original,
Yeah.
which was cool.
I'm just thinking we've gone through some brilliant games, but there are some kind of almost brilliant games that I was just going to run off and just say, look,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
go for it.
getting into the Master System, give this a go. I'm going to start with one of the arcade kind of conversions. Is Bonanza Brothers.
Oh,
That's very good on the Master System, and it looks good. That may be worth playing. Miracle Warriors, definitely play that. It's an RPG.
Miracle? Yes, I've
Yeah,
never heard of that.
yeah, no, definitely give that one a go because I think you'll like that. Let's think. Road Rash on the Master System is really good.
Is it?
Yeah, that might be worth a go if anyone's interested. Oh god, California Games definitely. I think everyone had that at one point, but it's brilliant. Astro Warrior, definitely play that.
What's Astro Warrior?
It's a side-scrolling kind of transporty type game, but better. A scrolling shooter.
Astro Warrior. Okay, I'm
Mm.
having to look that up. I've never
Ghouls and
seen that. It looks
Ghosts.
really
Yeah, no,
cool.
give that a go. Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts on the Master System is great. It's not as good as the Mega Drive game, but
It's better than the NES one. The NES version of
yes, yeah,
is terrible.
yeah. But Ghouls and Ghosts on the Master System, it looks great. Golvelius as well, which was on MSX, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
shit. I was
there you
going to
go.
mention that. Yeah,
What a
that's really
game!
good. Yeah.
That's one of the other games like Fantasy Star that made me want to go and actually get a NES to play Zelda. Yeah. How did I forget that game?
Yeah, I can't believe I
Wow.
forgot that game as well.
Yeah.
I really liked Game Ground on the Master System as well.
I may have played that, but on the Mega Drive, I don't know actually.
Did come out on the Mega Drive,
Yeah, I think I played it on the Mega Drive.
but I played the Master System one first
Mm.
at a friend's house. Yeah, he was like, "This is," "This is the best video game you'll ever play." And I went around and I was like, "It's pretty good. I don't want to say it's best, but I did enjoy it. Like it was
Yeah.
a mix of strategy and action, which is really cool."
Golden Axe Warrior. There you go.
Is that good?
Yes, I like it. Yeah,
I never
definitely.
gave it a thought. I just thought, oh, it's just going to be
Golden Axe on the
another.
Master System is pretty good, but Golden Axe Warrior is like it is an RP. It's like Zelda. In fact, if you
Holy
look it up,
shit!
if
I'm
you
just
looked it
looking
up
at
right
this
now, you'll go, "Oh wow, I
graphics.
want to play that." Yeah,
Yeah, looks
there you go.
brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's
And the
very good.
game was released. I've got this then.
Mm.
It was part of the Sonic Ultimate Genesis collection on PS3. I still have that.
You probably thought it was kind of some crappy spin-off to Golden Axe.
Yeah, I did. I didn't realize it was an RPG, like an action RPG.
Yeah, it's literally an RPG based on Golden Axe.
Holy shit! I have to play that.
Yeah, and it's very good as well. Very good.
Wow! I'm just looking at visuals. I'm thinking, look at this. It's
Yeah, no,
awesome.
it's Rastan, play that.
Rastan. Yeah,
Oh
that's
god, yeah.
but it's not as like yeah. I love the arcade game.
It's
I
not as good.
spoilers for people. I am a huge Taito fan, so we will be doing a Taito
Mm.
podcast. And yeah, Rastan for me in the arcade, one of my favorite arcade games, but I didn't enjoy it any home version.
It was on the MSX as well, wasn't it? Or was it the?
Yeah, I
Um,
played well, was it MSX? I can't remember. But I do remember playing an emulator for another console.
it was on something
But
else. Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it or the Master System version compared to
Yeah.
like the arcade games. Just absolutely brilliant. Um,
Um, Streets of Rage 1 and 2. If anyone has a
oh
chance
my
to
god,
play
how have you
those,
not mentioned those? They're
I
actually
know they
really
are
good
absolutely.
conversions.
They are incredible.
I
Actually.
like that two's got the better music out of the two of them,
Yes.
but that's the same with the Mega Drive version. But
Mm,
the fact is, it doesn't sound that far off what it's
I
supposed to
know.
sound
I
like on the
know.
Master System. Streets of Rage
Yeah.
2, but Streets of Rage 1 does sound very
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
very tinny and things. Yeah, I really like Streets of Rage 2 on Master System. That one I played at my oh, who was it? It was one of my friends was getting married.
Mm.
This when I was an adult. I didn't play Streets of Rage on the Master System until like I was 20, and he had a Master System set up on in his hotel room on
Yeah.
a stag do.
Wow.
So yeah, I sat with him and we played Streets of Rage 2 on his Master
What a
System in his
stag do.
hotel room. When we came back from our night out and we were sitting there playing
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2, the two of us. And I was like, I've never played this on my system. Why have you brought it with you? And he was like, I don't know, I just wanted to bring it with me.
Oh
I was
god.
like, okay.
Fair
So I could
enough.
have brought a Game Gear. Um,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I had a Game Gear, and most of the games I had on Game Gear, I went out and eventually sourced for the Master System because they just were better.
So I do want to touch quickly on the box art, right? So those who don't know, the Sega Master System had for most of their games, they all had this like grid, like on a white background with this like grey grid, and they were very simplistic, but they drew you in a way that you had like all the big art and everything from other platforms. So you had like proper art, whereas the Master System was very minimalistic, but it kind of drew you in a way to think, what is this game? So the worst one, but also the best one, is Pro Wrestling's box art.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
So it's a guy holding his own head in a headlock.
I'm 100% sure that was done within 15 minutes.
But as soon as you see that, you're like, whoa, what is this wrestling game about? Because like he's ripped his own head off. What does that mean? And it's just it's crazy how it looks like that.
They kind of, in like the early ones, like Alex Kidd with just him punching thin air and Secret Command. Fantasy Zone, nobody could even explain what Fantasy Zone was unless you played the game.
Yeah.
But then they kind of, sort of late 80s, early 90s, kind of moved on to a bit more artistic. Like Aztec Adventure, you could kind of tell that it was something to do like a platformer.
Yeah, I think until about 89, this is when I'm talking about Master System having that amazing box art where you would wonder what it is. Because like Sonic didn't even come on that. It literally the Mega Drive style box art with, so it wasn't the same. But there were so many in the early days. What is this?
Just
like saying with the ninja and the ninja stars going towards the character's face. I mean that's mental. And you're like, whoa. Is it because you're not that guy?
Have you seen Slick Box?
I'd like to think that you're not the ninja on the box, that you're off the box
It's
yourself,
just like,
and you're throwing the star at him.
Yeah,
that's how I like to think about it.
Have you seen the box art for Secret Command? And I own this.
Let me have a look.
Google it. Secret Command Master System.
Oh my god, what is that? That looks
Have
like
you never seen that before?
No, it looks like it's for people who haven't seen it. It basically looks like that little guy who does the fitness stuff in America. So he's got his sweatband on, and he's and it looks like he's holding like an umbrella / water pistol, and he hasn't got a mouth either. And
it's
so
one extreme
from
to
that
the
you look
other.
at it and you go, well, what a Secret Command. And then it's a really good top-down 2D shooter.
Then they kind of moved on to like Psychic World, which is another great game. But if you look at the box art for Strider 2 and Master System, it's incredible. And the Hulk as well. I was just looking at. They kind of went from one end of the spectrum to the other, but from
Black Belt.
Oh wow!
As well,
yeah.
It's literally just a foot kicking, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's another one that I was like, oh, what's that? But there's Ghost House is the one you're thinking about, which came on the card.
That's it.
Which is just like all the card games just were a hand holding the card.
That's it. Oh wow, that's it. Yeah, Black Belt is just the foot, isn't it? My Hero.
But there's My Hero with someone punching himself in the face.
That's it. Oh my god. Even Outrun was terrible.
Yeah, Outrun is terrible. Afterburners I love, but it's kind of normal. But then Wonder Boy, the first Wonder Boy one, I think. No, is it the second one?
Yeah, that was. Oh god, yeah. Let's have a look. I need to look at that because I have got it, but
I want to get some prints of these.
They are incredible. Wonder Boy Monster Land, by the way, is another brilliant game on the Master System.
Yeah. Oh, Aztec Adventure as well. It's got a great one.
Yep.
Yeah. Action Fighter, where you've just got a rear view mirror, or is it a
whatever that is.
Looking glass? Yeah.
I can't even.
Which is just insane. But yeah, I
Quartet.
mean,
Quartet is the other one I was thinking of. I don't know what that is.
yeah, the Master System boxes are absolutely brilliant, and they make me have nostalgia for the system in a way that I didn't think I would have because I never had one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely.
So yeah, and I just see these things that I can picture myself back in like Woolworths or something, looking
Yes.
at these games on the shelves and thinking these are way more interesting than the ones that I'm playing.
Yeah. Because it was everywhere. It was huge. The Master System was huge. Unless, you had an Amiga early days or you had the CPC and stuff like that. If you had a games console, 9 times out of 10 it was the Master System, and that was it. It was the only one really that was being sold in the UK the correct way. Yeah, I have such a great fondness for it. To be fair, it's just, but I don't think I probably would have gotten into gaming until later on. To be fair with you, yeah, I've enjoyed talking about it. It's been brilliant. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a fantastic little system that
Mm.
doesn't really get as much love as its contemporaries did. And yeah, I mean, even if you look at the Atari, still gets a lot of love and
Yeah.
nostalgia. You get a lot of love and nostalgia for Commodore 64, and yeah, everything that came out around that same period. Obviously, the NES is huge nostalgia for that still. But the Master System doesn't get that, which is a shame because it does have a really good library of games, and some of them are actually really playable today.
Very playable.
I
Incredibly
would say,
playable.
could you play with a Mega Drive pad in a Master System?
I have done. Yeah, I played Sonic with it. Yeah.
Okay, so if you do want to do it, you should do it that way because it is a much
Mm.
nicer pad to
Yeah.
hold than that box, that
Mm.
rectangle. That is the Master System pad.
Unless you're emulating, obviously. But yeah.
But we did fail to mention the fact that there were two different versions in Europe. So the original version, which was quite a long obelisk-looking thing, and then they later did a redesign which had like a little flap that you sort
Yeah.
of lifted over with the Master System 2. It
I
looked
ended up
much.
with both. So yeah.
Yeah, my
By
cousin, I
accident.
really did like the look of the Master System 2. I never
Yeah.
really gelled with the first one until now. Like
Mm.
now, at my age now, I
Oh,
look
it's
back and
incredible.
I
It's an
think with
incredible
that
piece of
version,
machinery.
yeah, I don't think about the Smart System 2 as much because for me the nostalgia comes
Yeah.
from looking at the original one
Yeah.
and seeing that and like seeing that grid layout with red
Oh,
with the grid
it's
layout on. It's iconic. It really is
it
iconic,
is. Yeah.
and it's a shame that we don't have that much nostalgia. Like we don't have much given to us for that nostalgia. You know, there's no one feeding my nostalgia. It's
I
just
think if
not a
you're of the
thing.
age, sort of my age, 40 and above, your age, a couple of years older than me, and you was into games consoles. So like I said, 9 times out of 10, you knew someone or you did have the Master System. People were slightly bit older would have had the home computers. They wouldn't even bothered with games consoles
No.
until possibly Super Nintendo, PlayStation. Am I saying the right stuff here? That's just my personal view.
Well, I think the PlayStation was definitely the first that made people in this country,
Yeah.
like the older people as well, especially, play on consoles more.
Mm.
I think the Mega Drive was a good start for that, but it wasn't as mass market of a thing as the PlayStation was.
My sister is 8 years younger than me. No, 6 years younger. Anyway, she's younger than me. She kind of resonates with the Master System too, and the Sonic games, and Alex Kidd. Yet she wouldn't know anything about the earlier Master System games because she wasn't even born when I started playing them. To be fair with you, and I think the longevity of the Master System is something you could sit here and talk hours about as well.
Yeah,
How something can last that long, I don't know. Put it this way, you could at one point in history in this country, you could pick up an Argos catalogue, and you could buy a Sony PlayStation. You can turn 4 pages away from the PlayStation, and you could still buy a Sega Master System. Now, that's mind-boggling.
It is. It is weird to think that they shared shelf space.
Yeah, and people were still buying them.
Yeah. Well, people still are in Brazil, which is
they are
insane. I can't believe it's still in production.
Mm.
It's mental. It's been like when it came out over there, 18 Brazil.
Oh, I mean, the back catalogue of.
But they've got so many exclusives there as well.
Oh,
so it's crazy. But do they work on European systems?
Yeah, I've got a few of them. I've had 2 copies of Street Fighter 2. One of them didn't work. One of them did work. Mortal Kombat 3 works on my Master System Plus.
Did they do Gunstar Heroes, or was that only on Game Gear?
No, they did Gunstar Heroes, but I don't know if you can just readily go and buy it from somewhere. I don't know.
And there was a Virtua Fighter animation, wasn't there? I remember.
Yeah, which I used to own. I had that. That was brilliant as well. That worked. So
I'm a massive Virtua Fighter fan, so that was something that I coveted from afar. But obviously very far, because Brazil is a long way away.
I mean, talking about the Tectoy stuff and Sega and the Master System, we could do another episode because the games just go on and on.
There's a lot more, but I have no experience of, which is the thing. About that. Yeah. I think we should probably wrap it up there.
I think so. I'm going to go and play Master System.
I'm going to go to bed and probably not do any gaming because I'm very tired. As I did not sleep at all last night, as I was at Darren Brown until I didn't get home from that until midnight, and then I had to get up and do an airport run. Well, I didn't even have to get up. I didn't go to bed because I had to leave the house at 3.
The hypnotist, Darren Brown.
Yes. Fantastic show, actually. Really good show. Yeah. All right, so we'll leave it there. So our next episode will be the July decade, so look out for that one. But thank you for listening to this episode of Electronic Eggstra.